Hey, what's up? You heard me first time. Okay, I watched your video. Don't confuse me for a baby mama. I understand where you're coming from. I really do. You know, you're not condoning cheating, infidelity, but what you're saying is, what are you going to do after it happens? Are you going to make some knee-jerk reaction, or are you going to think it out? So I understand. I don't think most women can handle that emotionally. I will put that out there. You would really have to be a really super duper rational person. Even after women get cheated on and they're in a situation where they are doing well and there's wealth in the picture, I'm sure it probably crossed their minds that, hey, we should still work it out because rationally it makes more sense, but they can't, you can't trump your emotions. That's the problem with emotions. Sometimes when they get out of hand, they get out of hand. And there's nothing you can do. But what I will say is, what are your children going to say? Right? If he's going to cheat, you better hope and pray that you have no kids or that your kids are too young. Because the second they're above 5 or 6 and they can actually remember and think, they're going to know what's going to happen. Trust me. They're going to know what's going to happen. As a product of divorce and having other friends who are products of divorces, we sit back and we share stories about what went on in our childhood, and we can go back as far as 6. So what do you think is going to happen to your sons and your daughters when it's time for them to deal with the whole idea of marriage and family and just relationships, and they noticed how you still stayed with dad even though dad cheated on you? When they say, oh, we're pretty rich and dad cheated on mom, but they still stay together anyway. What message is that going to send to your daughters? What message is that going to send to your sons? Don't get me wrong, I am against divorce. I have my issues with marriage. But if a man chooses to get married and he drops the ball, right, on his end of the bargain, he doesn't live up to the commitment he made, then hey, he deserves everything he gets. Pure and simple. When it's clearly him who dropped the ball, hey, whatever happens, happens. My thing is, of course, you want to think about the bigger picture. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to look at yourself in the mirror, and you want your kids to look at you as a role model. Yeah, you're breaking things up, right? And everything's 50-50, or what you said, 1/3 goes to the lawyers, right? It's all messed up. The big master grand plan is messed up. But what sort of plan are you really passing on if your kids say, hey, stay together because the money's good? What kind of plan is that? I'd rather take my 1/3 and lose this whole idea of passing on this big generational wealth type shit to know that my children saw things the right way. So that my children understood that even though we're dealing with money, you still have to worry about your integrity. You still have to be able to wake up and look yourself in the mirror and know that you are doing the best that you can. So that's all I have to say. Like I said, I completely understand where you're coming from. You guys take it easy. God bless.